Good morning, Buckeye Gordon. I'm just leaving the VA. I had to come out here and get a lab work done. My kidney doctor put me on a new kind of blood pressure medicine, and it also helps in other ways. So she wanted, I've been on it for 3 weeks. So she wanted to see how it was working. So I had to go down here and get in the labs. And it's best to get here in the morning because I'll tell you, this VA, by 9 o'clock, man, it's full. They need to put in a parking garage there, 2 or 3 levels, and that would help the parking immensely, or you're going to be parking a couple blocks down the street. Anyhow, I want to talk about the VA, and if you're a veteran, you kind of know what I'm talking about. I apologize that the camera's moving, but these roads are terrible. Anyhow, the VA, if you're not careful, you can get lost in the system. In the waiting rooms at all the primary care, I'm not sure. They got like 4 teams and they're color coded, and I think each team has 4 doctors. And the waiting room I go in is blue, team blue. It's got 3 doctors in there, and there's a page on the wall in the waiting room, and it has a doctor's name, and it says how many patients they have. And my doctor has 1,000 patients. Of course, they don't see 1,000 at one time, obviously. But I'm pretty sure that their day is pretty full seeing patients. So that left me to wonder, when you come in, do they know you? Do they know your history, your health history? And the answer to that is no. I've gone in there and the doctor would ask me to hold on for a minute while she reads the notes. And I understand that you're not going to remember everybody, okay? I do remember having a doctor before this one, and her last name was hard to pronounce. So she always says, just call me Dr. Mary. Mary was her first name. Now, maybe she's just saying it, or she really knew who I was. But she would say, "Hi, Gordon, it's good to see you again." Now, does she know my history? I don't know. But I do know she never really asked me to hold on while she read notes like this one does. I've been going to this one now for about a year. I really like the VA though. I think the VA, it's a huge bureaucracy, but I think internally, I think they take care of you pretty good, in my opinion. Now, the nurse I see, I'll call him Mike. I remember asking him one time, he was in the Navy. I said, do you get your health care down here? He goes, oh, heck no, I wouldn't let these quacks touch me. Now, that doesn't really give me a whole lot of confidence, but, I get good health care, so I can't complain. If you go to the VA, or maybe you have a spouse that does, let me know in the comments what you think, how you feel about the VA. Man, I'll tell you, out here, they are building a lot of apartment complexes, brand new homes, and you know, they fill them up. And where I live, a decent apartment, a one bedroom, let's say a decent one bedroom apartment starts at $1,200. Now, you can get them for a one bedroom for $900, but that's in the area. You know, that's apartments where they would almost take anybody. Not much of a background check. But I always make sure when Amy and I move that we go to an apartment that looks safe, that has lighting, and that does a comprehensive background check. But there's a lot of apartments going up around here. Where they used to be fields or a really old housing community, and they just tore them all down. Today, Amy and I, we got to run over the Giant Eagle to do a return on a top she bought from Amazon. And after that, we'll go out for our walk. And we usually walk about a mile. I can probably do a mile until my knees start hurting, but my doctor says once it starts hurting, you're going to have to stop. But my knees and my back, oh my gosh, there's times when I can hardly get up out of bed. I kid you not. I remember a few times I had to roll up onto the floor. And it actually, it felt kind of good because I kind of landed on my back and it kind of pressed my back, so that kind of felt good. The weather today, I'll mention the weather. It's going to be 81 degrees. Now, we do have severe thunderstorm watch for later this afternoon and then tonight into early morning Tuesday. But anyhow, I just wanted to try to do a video in my car, let you know what I'm doing, what I did. If you would, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, we'd love to have you. Hit that subscribe button. And until next time, have a wonderful day.